Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode. I'm Emma, and I'm so happy to be here with you today.
Hey everyone, I'm Paul. It's wonderful to see all of you again. Emma, how are you doing today?
Hi, Paul. I'm doing really well, thank you. I'm a little tired, though. I woke up early this morning.
Oh, really? What time did you wake up?
I woke up at 6 o'clock. That's pretty early for me. I'm not really a morning person.
6 o'clock is early. I usually wake up around 7, but I think I'm more of a morning person than you are.
Yeah, you probably are. Some people love mornings, and some people like me need a lot of coffee to function.
I totally understand. Coffee is important. Did you have your coffee this morning?
Oh, yes, I had 2 cups already. I can't start my day without coffee. It's like my brain doesn't work without it.
I'm the same way. Coffee is essential. So, Emma, what did you do after you woke up this morning?
Well, after I woke up, I stayed in bed for a few minutes checking my phone. I know that's probably not the best habit.
Hey, a lot of people do that. I do it too sometimes. What do you check on your phone?
I usually check my messages and look at the weather. I like to know what the weather will be like so I can decide what to wear.
That's smart. Weather is important for planning your day. What was the weather like this morning?
It was sunny and cool. Perfect weather. Not too hot, not too cold.
Nice. I love that kind of weather. So after checking your phone, what did you do next?
I got out of bed and went to the bathroom. I brushed my teeth and washed my face. You know, the usual morning stuff.
Yeah, the morning routine. Everyone has one. After that, did you take a shower?
Actually, I usually take showers at night before bed. In the morning, I just wash my face and get ready.
Oh, interesting. I'm the opposite. I always shower in the morning. It helps me wake up.
See, everyone's routine is different. That's what makes it interesting. So, Paul, speaking of routines, that's actually our topic today.
Oh, perfect. So we're talking about daily routines today.
Yes, we're going to talk about daily routines. I think this is a really useful topic for English learners because we all have routines, right?
Absolutely. Everyone has a daily routine, and learning to talk about your routine in English is super practical.
Exactly. So, Paul, why don't you tell us about your typical morning routine? Start from when you wake up.
Okay, sure. So, like I said, I usually wake up around 7 o'clock. My alarm goes off, and sometimes I hit the snooze button.
The snooze button. I do that too. How many times do you snooze?
Usually just once. So I snooze for about 10 minutes, and then I really get up at 7:10 or so.
Got it. And then what?
Then I get out of bed and I stretch a little, just to wake up my body. Then I go straight to the bathroom.
What do you do in the bathroom?
First, I use the toilet. Sorry if that's too much information, but it's part of the routine. Then I wash my hands, brush my teeth, and take a shower.
No, it's fine. We're talking about real routines, so we should be honest. How long do you usually spend in the shower?
Probably about 10 minutes. I'm pretty quick. I wash my hair, wash my body, and that's it.
Do you shave in the shower or after?
I shave after the shower. I shave in front of the mirror because I can see better. What about you, Emma? Do you shave your legs in the shower?
Well, not every day. Maybe a few times a week. But yes, I do it in the shower. It's easier that way.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay, so after I shower and shave, I get dressed. I go to my bedroom and pick out clothes for the day.
How do you decide what to wear?
Good question. Usually I think about what I'm doing that day. If I'm working, I wear something nice but comfortable. If it's the weekend, I wear jeans and a t-shirt.
Practical. I'm the same way. So after you get dressed, what's next?
After I get dressed, I go to the kitchen and make breakfast. This is one of my favorite parts of the morning.
Oh, really? What do you usually eat for breakfast?
It depends on the day. During the week, I usually keep it simple. Toast with peanut butter or cereal with milk, and of course, coffee.
Sounds good. What about on weekends? You said weekdays are simple, so are weekends different?
Oh yeah. On weekends, I like to make a big breakfast. Eggs, bacon, toast, maybe pancakes if I'm feeling ambitious.
That sounds delicious. I love pancakes. Do you cook them yourself?
I do. I'm not a great cook, but I can make decent pancakes. It's fun. What about you, Emma? What do you eat for breakfast?
Well, I'm not a big breakfast person. Usually I just have coffee and maybe a banana or some yogurt.
Really? Just that? Don't you get hungry?
Sometimes, but I usually have a snack around 10 or 11 o'clock, like a granola bar or some fruit.
That makes sense. You eat smaller meals more frequently throughout the day.
Exactly. That works better for me. So, Paul, after breakfast, what do you do?
After breakfast, I brush my teeth again. I always brush my teeth after eating. Then I check my bag to make sure I have everything I need for the day.
Like what? What do you put in your bag?
My wallet, my keys, my phone, my laptop if I need it for work, just the essentials.
The important stuff. And then you leave for work?
Yep. Then I leave the house. I usually leave around 8:30. My commute is about 20 minutes.
How do you get to work? Do you drive or take public transportation?
I drive. I have a car, so it's more convenient for me. What about you? How do you get to work?
I actually take the subway. I live in the city, so public transportation is easier and cheaper for me.
That's smart. And you don't have to worry about parking or traffic?
Exactly. The subway can be crowded sometimes, but it's usually pretty reliable. So, Paul, let's talk about your routine after work. What time do you usually finish work?
I usually finish around 5 or 5:30. Then I drive home, which takes another 20 minutes or so.
And when you get home, what's the first thing you do?
The first thing, I usually take off my shoes and change into comfortable clothes, like sweatpants and a t-shirt.
The comfort clothes. I do the same thing. It feels so good to change out of work clothes.
It really does. It's like signaling to your body that work is over and now it's time to relax.
I love that. Okay, so after you change, what do you do?
If I'm hungry, I'll have a snack, maybe some chips or crackers. Then I usually relax for a bit, watch TV, check my phone, just unwind.
How long do you relax for?
Maybe 30 minutes or an hour, just enough time to decompress from the day. Then I start thinking about dinner.
Do you cook dinner yourself?
Most nights, yes. I like cooking. It's relaxing for me. I'll make something simple like pasta, chicken with vegetables, or maybe a stir-fry.
Those all sound delicious. What's your favorite thing to cook?
I really like making pasta dishes. They're easy and you can add different ingredients to make it interesting. What about you, Emma? Do you cook?
I do, but I'm not as good at it as you seem to be. I usually make simple things like salads, sandwiches, or I'll cook some rice with vegetables.
Hey, simple is good, as long as it's healthy and tastes good, right?
Exactly. Sometimes I also order food delivery, especially when I'm tired and don't feel like cooking.
Oh, I do that too. There's nothing wrong with that. What kind of food do you usually order?
I love ordering Chinese food or pizza. Those are my go-to options. How about you?
I'm a pizza guy too. Pizza's just so good and easy. You don't even need plates.
That's true. Okay, Paul. So after dinner, what's your evening routine like?
After dinner, I clean up the kitchen, wash the dishes, put things away. I don't like leaving a messy kitchen overnight.
Good habit. I should be better about that. Sometimes I leave dishes in the sink until the next day.
Hey, we all do that sometimes. It's okay. So after cleaning, I usually have some free time. I might watch a movie, read a book, or call a friend.
That sounds nice. Do you have any hobbies you do in the evening?
Sometimes I play guitar. I'm not great at it, but I enjoy it. It's a good way to relax. What about you?
I like to read. I try to read for at least 30 minutes before bed. It helps me relax and get ready for sleep.
That's a great habit. What kind of books do you like?
I like fiction mostly. Mystery novels, romance, sometimes fantasy. What about you? Do you read?
I do, but not as much as I'd like. I mostly read nonfiction, history books, biographies, that kind of thing.
Interesting. Everyone has different tastes. So, Paul, what time do you usually go to bed?
I try to go to bed around 10:30 or 11. I need about 7 or 8 hours of sleep to feel good.
Same here. Sleep is so important. What's your bedtime routine like?
Well, before bed, I brush my teeth again and wash my face. Then I set my alarm for the next morning.
Do you use your phone as an alarm?
I do. I know some people say you shouldn't have your phone in the bedroom, but I use it as my alarm, so.
I do the same thing. My phone is my alarm clock. So after you set your alarm, you just go to sleep?
Pretty much. Sometimes I'll scroll through my phone for a few minutes, but I try not to do that too much because it keeps me awake.
That's smart. The blue light from phones can make it harder to fall asleep. I try to put my phone away at least 20 minutes before I want to sleep.
That's good. I should probably do that more consistently. So, Emma, we've talked a lot about my routine. Tell me more about yours.
Okay, well, you already know I wake up around 6. After my coffee and getting ready, I usually leave my apartment around 7:15.
And you take the subway to work.
Yes, the subway ride is about 25 minutes. I usually listen to music or podcasts during the ride.
Oh, podcasts. What kind of podcasts do you listen to?
I like true crime podcasts and comedy podcasts. They make the commute more interesting. Sometimes I also listen to English learning podcasts.
That's perfect for our viewers. Listening to podcasts is a great way to practice English. So you get to work around 7:45?
Around 7:45, yes. I like to get to work a little early so I can have coffee and settle in before I start working.
That's a good idea. It's nice to have that buffer time. What time do you start work?
I officially start at 8 o'clock. I work until 4:30, so I finish earlier than you.
Oh, nice. So you get home earlier too. What time do you usually get home?
Usually around 5 or 5:15. And like you, the first thing I do is change into comfortable clothes.
It's the best feeling. What do you do after that?
I usually go for a walk if the weather is nice, just around my neighborhood for 20 or 30 minutes. It helps me clear my head after work.
That's healthy. I should do that more often. Do you walk alone or with someone?
Usually alone. It's like my meditation time. I just walk and think, or sometimes I listen to music.
I love that. It's important to have that quiet time for yourself. So after your walk, what do you do?
Then I make dinner, like we talked about earlier, or I order food if I'm too tired. After dinner, I clean up a little, and then I have free time.
And you mentioned you like to read before bed.
Yes, reading is my favorite way to end the day. I read for about 30 to 45 minutes, and then I'm usually ready to sleep.
What time do you go to bed?
Around 10 or 10:30, sometimes a bit later on weekends, but during the week, I try to keep a consistent schedule.
That's really good. Consistency is important for healthy sleep. Emma, do you think your routine is pretty much the same every day?
During the week, yes, it's pretty consistent, but weekends are different. I sleep in, I don't have work, so I can be more flexible.
Same here. Weekends are for breaking the routine a little. What do you usually do on weekend mornings?
I sleep until 8 or 9, which feels amazing. Then I have a leisurely breakfast, maybe go to a cafe, or just relax at home.
That sounds wonderful. Weekends are so important for recharging. Do you think having a routine is important?
I do. I think routines give structure to your day. They help you be more productive and less stressed.
I agree. When I don't have a routine, I feel kind of lost, like I don't know what to do with my time.
Exactly. Routines also help you build good habits, like if you read every night before bed, it becomes automatic.
That's true. Repetition creates habits. But I also think it's okay to break your routine sometimes. You need flexibility too.
Absolutely. Balance is important. You need structure, but you also need spontaneity and fun.
Well said. Okay, Emma, I think we've covered daily routines pretty thoroughly. Should we give some tips to our viewers?
Yes, let's do that. So my first tip for talking about routines in English is learn time expressions, like in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night.
Great tip. And also specific times. At 7 o'clock, around noon, before bed. These are really useful phrases.
Yes, and don't forget sequence words. First, then, after that, next, finally. These help you organize your story.
Perfect. Those make your description clear and easy to follow. What else, Emma?
I'd say practice talking about your routine out loud. Even if you're alone, just describe your day as you're doing things.
That's excellent advice. It's like what we talked about in previous episodes. Practicing alone is so valuable.
Exactly. And my last tip is everyone's routine is different, and that's okay. Don't compare yourself to others.
I love that. Your routine should work for your life, not someone else's life.
Right. Okay, Paul, any final thoughts?
Just that talking about daily routines is one of the most common conversation topics. Whether you're meeting someone new or chatting with friends, routines come up all the time.
That's so true. It's a great way to get to know someone, too. You learn a lot about a person from their daily habits.
Absolutely. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today to talk about daily routines.
Yes, thank you all for watching. We hope this conversation helps you practice talking about your own routine in English.
Remember, everyone's routine is unique. Some people are morning people, some people are night owls. Some people cook, some people order food. It's all okay.
Exactly. The important thing is finding a routine that works for you and makes you happy.
Well said. And practice describing your routine in English. Use those time expressions and sequence words we talked about.
Yes, and don't forget, you can always change your routine if it's not working for you. Life is flexible.
True. Nothing is set in stone. All right, Emmett, this was fun. Thanks for sharing your routine with us.
Thank you too, Paul. It's always interesting to learn about other people's days. Okay, everyone, we'll see you in the next episode.
Take care, everyone. Keep practicing your English and enjoy your daily routines.
Bye-bye.
Bye.